what I've always felt when I was growing up, I mean, I didn't want to grow up, perhaps that's something to do with it, but that the way that rather young adolescent girls, you know, really 12, 13-year-olds, walked and moved with that ease and grace, in fact, more like dancers, was much more attractive than the sort of rather paralyzed, stilted, high-heeled walk and hobble-skirt walk.
Wasn't there something Peter Panish in this, though?
I think natural elegance and ease, you know. And this means, you know, short skirts, flat with wide hems, you know, so you can walk.
But Mary, isn't the miniskirt rather obvious, simply blaringly enticing? After all, it seems that few girls really have the legs, hips, and above all, the panache to carry it off majestically.
Well, the English are jolly well famous for their legs, English girls, you know. I think on the whole they do have great legs. I mean, the bluebells, you know, the English have always been famous for great legs. And why not show them?
But it seems that it's mainly very young girls who wear the miniskirt. Do you think they have this panache, the ability to carry it off majestically?
But who wants to be majestic?
It
sounds like great big fat liner. I don't think there's anything attractive in being majestic.
As we've heard today, Mary, Sophia Loren deplores miniskirts because she says they destroy the feminine mystique. Hasn't she got a point, Miss Quant?
Well, because she's built the other way up, isn't she? I don't think she's worried about showing the mystique of the other way up.
But there is an old saying...
She's quite right not to show her legs.
There is an old saying that it's better to let the imagination rather than the eyes run riot, and hasn't she got a point with
I think, you see, one covers up and waits for the, you know, the imagination, as you call it, about the bits of one that aren't very good, you know. And in that, you know, she's right. And one shows the bits that are obviously good, you know. Well, and some people have good bosoms and some people have good legs, you know.
Well, speaking as a mere male, I do find that many of today's fashions do destroy the femininity of a woman. Now, how far do you worry about this danger when you're designing?
But femininity is something that changes from, I mean, an idea of what is feminine changes from
You don't believe in the English rose idea?
Well, what is the English rose? Well, I mean, I don't think it's feminine to feed women with hormones and to develop great sort of, you know, sofa-like bosoms. I find this very unfeminine.
No, but the English rose idea, you know, rather demure, genteel, perhaps even a little bit aloof.
But the young are demure. They're very Puritan and gentle.
You say they're Puritan?
I find it arrogant to show and point vast bosoms, you know, and to wear very elaborate, ornate hairstyles that look like wedding cakes or hats, you know, which are, you know, obviously so stiff that if you touch them, they're not hair. You know, I find this very unfeminine. But you see, people change in what their ideas and what they consider feminine and what is not feminine.
How much thought do you give when designing to sheer sexual allure?